Welcome to Tabletop Tech. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Razer Mamba and deciding if it's the right mouse for you. So, when looking at something like the Razer Mamba, we need to have something to compare it against. So I brought out the G700S. This is a mouse that I use for work every single day, and it's something that I've really gotten used to. Now, the Mamba has some really great features, but it also has a lot of downsides coming with it. It does have a nice RGB lighting on it, which sometimes gives it a little bit more of a price tag. I believe when I purchased this one, it cost $199. Also with shipping, it maybe even went a little bit over that. Now I think they're listed for $175 on Amazon, not including shipping. While the G700S is only about $40, also not including shipping. So if you've ever purchased a Razer product in the past, you'll notice they always do a good job of boxing things up. I mean, this is just fantastic. It comes with a nice tin box. It's real heavy duty. I have to give them props for doing an exceptional job of packaging. Of course, you get a nice little note from Razer saying thanks for your money. Underneath that is where you would have your mouse displayed. Of course, we have it out here in front of us. Underneath the little guard with information, stickers, all kinds of neat stuff. And then here's where you'd have your dock, which you can see down here, as well as your USB cable, which can either be plugged directly into the dock or plugged directly into the mouse. This is a wireless/wired mouse. It also comes with this little tool. This little tool is pretty neat. It's basically a tiny little screwdriver. And what it does is, on the bottom, it allows you to change the click force that is required for each button. So, if you're like me, you have this problem where when you're sitting down at a desk using the computer and your hand is resting on the mouse, sometimes I'll accidentally right-click. And this is a nice feature for me, because what I ended up doing was I made the right-click a little bit harder to press down. That way I wouldn't accidentally click on it so much. The left one, I unscrewed it all the way because, rapid clicking, you want to have that nice, soft, easy click that you can just click, click, click over again. I will say that the click feeling is nice. You get a nice, satisfying reverberation whenever you click on each one of them. And as well as it looks fantastic. I mean, there's all kinds of different modes that you can do. It has 9 different lighting zones all the way up the side, as well as the third mouse button. One thing I kind of wish it had, though, was that this logo would light up. For some reason it doesn't. When on other Razer mouse, they do actually light up. And one more thing. Why, if Razer is this large company, can they not have Linux support? I mean, I probably spent a good 4 hours trying to get a specific application working on Linux just so I could change the colors on this mouse. Whereas if you hook it up on a Windows machine, it installs right away and you have no problem. So, at least from the Windows side, it's much easier. But if you're working with a Linux or a Mac, you're going to have a much harder time. The Razer Mamba also comes with this neat little dock. I love the RGB lighting around it. It's really cool. And another neat thing that it does is when you actually place it on the dock, as it's charging, you can actually see how much battery it already has by where it starts the lights from. So, seeing as to how it starts all the way down here at the bottom, you can tell that it doesn't have much of a charge. I will say that even though the box says the battery is supposed to last for 20 hours, I have yet to actually see those results in the real world. In real world, I would say you would probably get 4 to 5 hours out of it. I believe also turning down the RGB brightness, possibly the type of RGB lighting effect, would also help with the battery consumption. When it comes to the 700S, there's no RGB lighting whatsoever, other than these 3 lights on the side which are kind of a helpful reminder to tell you A, how much battery life it has. Notice these 3 lights means it has a full battery. You can also change profiles by pressing one of these 2 buttons on the top. Now, with Razer being such an established company, you would think they would possibly come up with a better solution for pairing wirelessly with one of their peripherals. The Logitech G700S has a neat little dongle, just like a tiny USB flash drive. All you have to do is plug it in, turn the mouse on, and you're ready to go. Unfortunately, the Mamba, if it is not wired directly in with its cable, which I will admit matches up nicely and doesn't hurt the looks of the mouse itself, it has to be plugged into the dock to function wirelessly, which does not sound like that big of a deal, but when you consider you have to have this sitting wherever you have your wireless mouse, it can kind of be a hindrance. Final thoughts. The Razer Mamba is a fantastic mouse, but the G700S is also a fantastic mouse. The question is, what do you want to do with your mouse? Do you want to play games all day? Or do you want to throw something in your backpack that you can take to work? Maybe if you have a work laptop or perhaps a desktop at work. Either way, this fantastic little USB dongle is great. Just pop it in and you're ready to go. The Mamba is a little bit more trouble to carry around, so I would recommend leaving this at home if you're going to be gaming with it. It does look fantastic though, I must say that. The RGB lighting zones really make this thing stand out. I've gotten a lot of compliments from different people about it. It also looks really great paired with the Ornata Chroma. Thank you for watching our review on the Razer Mamba. If you want to see more videos like this, let us know in the comments. And also be on the lookout for our portable VR system build. It'll be coming up soon. Thanks.